Hi, I welcome you all for this video session. I am Ramadas, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, Vignan University, Guntur, Andhra Pradesh. In this video session, we are going to see the continuations of this push-down automata. So this is from that unit 4, push-down automata. So previous video session, we have seen the push-down automata. In this session, we are going to see the continuations of this push-down automata. So before we are entering into this topic, the push-down automata, a language is a context-free language. So the language, context-free language is recognized by push-down automata. So for example, the regular languages is there. The regular languages are accepted by or recognized by finite state machine, that is a deterministic finite automata. It is recognized this regular languages, that is a type 3 languages. Where this context-free language is a type 2 language, these type 2 languages are recognized by the push-down automata. So this push-down automata, we are going to see the languages of the push-down automata. So generally the push-down automata that consists of the stack memory, that is unbounded stack memory is there. So that is called as a stack, the stack that contains the pointer that points always the top of the stack. And second one is that input control, that means the input tape which contains the input symbol. So if both pointer that point the same, then we can go for the operations like push the operations and pop operations. Whenever it read the input from the input buffer or input tape, it can be pushed onto that stack. Whereas if any element is not matching with that one, it may be popped up from that stack. So this is the nature of the operations on push-down automata by using the stack operations like a push and pop. That is pushing the element, that is add the element into the stack, and pop the element means that is deleting the element from the stack. So in this previous video sessions, we have seen with the examples of how can we go for the push-down automata that read the input and the elements are pushed onto that stack, and when it is popped up from that stack likewise. In that continuations, in this video session, we are going to see the languages of this push-down automata. So the push-down automata that accept the strings, that is whenever it entering into that accepting state, we can call this approaches is that acceptance by the final state. Whenever it reached that final state, whenever entering that accepting state, whenever it reaches that accepting state. So this push-down automata, whenever it is entered into that entering into that accepting state, whenever entering into that accepting state, we call this as acceptance by final state. So here we may also define any push-down automata, the language accepted by empty stack. So the language is empty stack, then also we can call this as it is accepted by the push-down automata, or else the input has become an epsilon, that also we can call this as accepted by this push-down automata. So we may also define this push-down automata, the language accepted by empty stack, that is a set of strings that cause the push-down automata empty. The string is become an empty, it's a stack, then starting from the initial state. From this initial ID, it is from the stack is an empty, then we'll call this as accepting. So how can we go for writing these languages of this push-down automata? The general format of this languages of P, that stands for languages of P, that means push down automata, where W belongs to that sigma star. Sigma is that input alphabets. So W is nothing but a set of strings, and these strings where this push down automata P accept the strings W. Okay, so that is the meaning of that. This is a general structure or format of writing this push down automata. That is a languages of push down automata. So the language is L. L is the language. Here the language is a context free language. Push down automata accept it by final state. Accept it by final state. So generally, if the input or the transition reached the final state, then we can call it as a accepting or final state likewise. So this push down automata that accept it by final state if and only if the language has a push down automata. If and only if the language L has a push down automata that accepts it by the empty stack. It accepts only by the empty stack. That means the stack is become that empty. So generally we have this stack symbol. The stack symbol is the Z or Z0, always points the bottom of the stack. Then it may have some input symbols. Whenever the element has pushed onto that stack, then we can go for like A or one more A. Likewise, we can go for push the elements onto that stack. Whenever we can go for pop that one, then we can go for remove the top of the element from that stack. So while we go for pop up the element from the stack, at the end of this, at the end, the stack is become empty. That is become an epsilon. It's become an epsilon. That means epsilon is that not. That means the stack element is become empty. So that they mentioned that it is accepts one and only if the language has a push down automata that accepts is by empty stack. Okay. Now, if the language is accepted by the push down automata, so the push down automata that contains the tuples like Q sigma, that is the alphabets, that is a push down automata input alphabets, delta, Q naught, Z naught, F is a push down automata. Then the languages of this push down automata is accepted by final state. That is, if you go for this, languages of this push down automata is W. W is a set of strings where Q naught is the initial state. Q naught is the initial state or starting state with the input string W, and initially the stack that contains that Z naught. The stack initially that contains that is Z, that is the bottom of the stack that contains that star, that is strings, which contains only the strings, that is Q epsilon, Q epsilon comma alpha. So alpha may be in some strings. Alpha may be here some strings. So for some state, the Q is belongs to that F, where F is the final state, and any stack string alpha, that is the strings in that initial ID with the W is waiting on that input, and this push down automata consumes the input W from the input and enter into that accepting state. So this content of the stack at that time is irrelevant. That means the Q is the state which is belongs to the final state, and any stack string, that is any stack string is an alpha. So stack string means what? We have a stack. The stack, the bottom of the stack is a Z naught. Then any strings like that, A or B, or depends upon this input like that. Depends upon the strings. String alpha, that is starting in the initial ID with W is waiting on that input. W is waiting on the input, and P consumes W from input and enters an accepting state. After reading this input, it finally goes to reach the accepting state. This content of the stack at that time is irrelevant. That is that concept here. And acceptance by empty stack. So this acceptance may be in two. One is for accepting by final state. If it is this element is on that final state, acceptance by final state. And second one is that acceptance by empty stack. If the stack is become empty, that is also, we can call this as a acceptance of that stack. So here also the same, let the push down automata P, where here N is that non-deterministic, likewise N is a non-deterministic. The language accepted by P, this push down automata by final state is, that is the meaning of this empty stack of, that is N actually that denoted that here, empty stack of this finite push down automata, where W is a set of strings, Q0 is a starting state or initial state, where W is that input strings, and Z0 is the bottom of the stack. It contains that Q, the Q maybe belongs to the final state or any state, and both the input also become epsilon and the stack also become epsilon. That means there is no input and there is no element in that stack. So in both cases, we can say that this is empty stack. So for any states of Q, that is the set of inputs of string W can be consumed and the same time empty, it's a stack. The stack also has become empty. Okay. That is the main difference between this acceptance by the final state and acceptance by the empty stack. So it is that two way we can go for that acceptance by final state and acceptance by empty stack. So the same time the stack is become that empty. Then this push down automata stands for null stack. So synonymous for that empty stack. Okay. So types of that push down automata. In this types of push down automata, there are two types of push down automata. So one is for that deterministic push down automata, DPDA. D that stands for here deterministic push down automata, and second one is called as a non-deterministic push down automata. So generally, what is a deterministic? What is a non-deterministic? For example, non-deterministic means we know that there is an epsilon transitions. There is an empty transition. We can make a move from one state into that another state. And second one is that if we have more than one transitions for the same input symbol. If we have more than one transitions for the same input symbol, that also we can call this as a non-deterministics. Okay, so this is what we have seen in this finite automata. I mean non-deterministic finite automata. Likewise, here also this non-deterministic push down automata is also using the same concept. So we can divide the types of push down automata. One is for the deterministics and second one is called as a non-deterministics. So the only difference of this deterministic finite automata and non-deterministic finite automata, that is called here, that is a 2 power q. Already we know that this implies 2 power q into 2 power q star into t stars, that is a delta stars. That is the difference between that push down automata, I mean deterministic push down automata and non-deterministic push down automata, where q is nothing but it is a set of states. Q is a set of states. So the non-deterministic push down automata is more powerful than deterministic push down automata. So we cannot say for a given NPDA, a DPDA will exist. So NPDA is that non-deterministic or non-deterministic push-down automata. Sometimes NDPDA likewise also there will be mentioned that one. Here stands for here non-deterministic push-down automata. Now let's we go for seeing examples of this non-deterministic push-down automata. So in this non-deterministic push-down automata, whenever it is a starting state, it is called as a starting state, where this starting state is a Q naught. Starting state is a Q naught, where this Q naught we can go for the push-down automata. That is what the language is given. Language is given is that W. W is a set of strings. This set of strings then followed by set of strings in reversal format. Set of strings in the reversal format. So what is called here is seems to be like a palindrome. Okay. So like that we have the strings W then followed by the reverse of the strings W. So in between we have to know that how can we go for make a center point here. What is the strings of W and what is the string of W in reverse. Okay. So for that we can take this some examples we will discuss. Here we can take the starting state is a Q naught. So the starting state is a Q naught. If we go for input A, if you apply the input A and followed by the Z. Z is a stack symbol. So initially the Z is a stack symbol. So that means the stack is become empty. The stack is become empty. Is that or is that not? While we go for reading the input A, it is come back to the same state. So what is meaning that one? After reading this input, the A has pushed on to that stack. So that A has pushed on to that stack. Similarly, again it may go for reading another one A. Then those A also pushed onto the stack. Now the stack that contains AA. The stacks that contains AA. And now if you go for reading this input B, if you go for this reading input B, now the element can be popped up from that stack. The element can be popped out from the stacks. Likewise, first element is become, so far we have this element as on stacks A. There is a first element that is we are pushed on to that stack likewise. Now, suppose the first element is become B. Then, same operations, but what we have doing here is Z naught. Suppose the first element is B means we can push the element B onto the stack. So, the stacks contains B is Z. Again, if you have one more B, then it is become two B's, that is B. If you go for again one more B, so already stack that contains B. Then again if you go for readings one more B, then we can go for that input as A, then we can go for pop the element. We can go for that, pop this element. Whereas, suppose if we have A comma epsilon transitions, means it goes to the state Q1. It goes to the state Q1. Likewise, B comma epsilon. If you have input like this, then it goes to the state Q1. Whereas if you go for Q1 state, if you apply the transition A, then it is go for A epsilon. Likewise, B input, it will go for this B epsilon. And finally, if you have epsilon Z means we can go for this QF, where QF is the final state. Okay. Now, let's we go for this, how the deterministic push-down automata, the working principle. So, we'll take one input string, we'll take this one input string A, B, B, then B, A, A. So, W is nothing but A, B, 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 A. That is a given input strings. But we are constructing this push-down automata for W means WR. Okay. So, this is what we are constructing this push-down automata. So, in this case, first we have to scan the input string from left to right. First, we have to scan the input from left to right. First input is A. So, this first input is A. Okay, and follow the rule. On input A, if it is the input is A and stack alphabet is Z0, because the stack alphabet is that Z0, that is empty, is that push two A's into stacks. Push two A's. If we have the first input symbol A, means we have to push 2A onto that stack. So, the stack may contains like that A. So, if you have the input A and then stack is contains Z, then we can go for AZ. That means we can, the 2 A's is into that stack as become AZ and state will be in this Q0. So, there is no transition, it is on the same state. And second, if the input is B, so following the rule is, on the input B, on stack alphabet is A. So, input is B and stack alphabet is A is Z0. For example, state is Q0. So, in this case, we may go for that and stack alphabet is A, push the B onto that stack. In this case, if we go for reading that, we can go for push the elements into that stack. So, it is become B is Z likewise. Okay, A onto the stack. So, the stack is become BA and state will be in this Q0. So, this is also become the same state BA. It is become in the same state Q0. This is what the working principles of deterministic push-down automata. We will see these continuations. If the third input is B, and so we have on input B, the stack alphabet is B, push the B onto that stack. So, what is that one? While we go for reading this input, what is the first rule? If it is A, we can go for push 2 A's onto the stack. And second, if the element is B and stack contains the A, then we can go for push the B element onto that stack. I repeat here, if the input on A and then stack alphabet is empty, that is Z, then we have to push 2 A's, that is a rule 1. And rule 2, if the input is B and then stack that contains the alphabet A, we have to push the B onto that stack. So, the stack may contain like B, A. Okay, and then state will be on the state Q0. The transition does not go any other states. It is come back to the same state. This continuation, if the third input is also B, third input also B, then we have to push the B onto that stack. So, the stack is become B and state will be this Q0. The state also become that Q0. So, here we will assume that one delimiters comes, either that could be A or B. So, there is a delimiters here for that So the fourth input is B. So we have to follow this rule. Again, if the input is B and the stack alphabet is B, then there is a transition goes to Q1, that is pop 1B from the stack and the stack is become empty, means the stack will be in this Q1. So it goes to transition to the next state Q1. Again, the fourth input also become B. And fifth input is also B. Suppose if you have the fifth input also B, so we have to pop 1B from the stack and then stack is become now empty and state will be in this Q1. Now the stack is empty. So acceptance by stack empty or acceptance by reaching this final state. Look at that here. As per this, again if you read this one more B, again we can go for pop up the element, the B from that stack. So the state will be in this Q1. So the sixth input is A. So we can go for that A, then pop 1A from that stack and again this becomes a epsilon, the state will remain Q1. So we reached the string, end of the string. So follow the rule on input epsilon and stack alphabet is Z, go to the final state. If the input is epsilon, after reading all this one, epsilon and stack alphabet is a Z, then goes to that final state, that is epsilon. Input is epsilon and stack is also epsilon. Then it will go for reach that final state. In these conditions only we can reach to that final state. So this is what the conditions of that, the push down automata, non-deterministic push down automata. Now we can go for the stack operations, how these elements are pushed onto that stack and how this one as per the rule we are going to see with this example. So we know that what is the input we have taken that. So what input has taken? WR. That means R means it is a reverse. Whatever the read the input, it is followed by in the reverse order. Right? For example, if you take this W is 0, 1. So WR means 1, 0. So what will be coming here? 0, 1, 1, 0. 0, 1, 1, 0. This is what we are going to, just I am explaining with an example like what is in this reverse of that W's. So here, first the initial state is a Q0. If you read this 1A with the stack input A, as per the rule 1, we have to push the A onto that stack. Push the A onto that stack. So the stack that contains A is Z. The stack may contain that A is Z. Again, one more A has comes the input. Then we can also push the element again into that stack AA. Okay. Now, if we have the input B, as per the rule, we have to push the B onto that stack. So the B is Z. Again, if you read one more B, it is BB. So state is not transferred. So come back to the same state. And likewise, the input is A and stack is B. Then we push the A onto that stack. It is come back to the same state Q0. And likewise, if we start with B and the stack is A, then we can go for that, push the B onto that stack. So we can contain the stack as BA. So there is no transitions for these inputs. So please understand here, when we can go for make a transitions from one state into that another state. For this all the states, it's become Q0. So suppose 1A, another 1A, continuous 2A's, likewise continuous 2B's, or else A or else B. So any combinations, there is no transitions. So it contains only the state Q naught. So here, next, if you have the state Q naught, if it is A, so this pointer is A, input is an A, and this pointer is A means, again we may go for this pushed, that is a transitions goes to Q1. It is goes to that Q1. Similarly, for input B and stack also B, then we can go for this Q1 and it's become empty. Likewise, if you go for reaching this Q1, BB, then Q1. For Q1 also, with 2A, I mean A comma A, then we may get Q1. And finally, this Q1 with the epsilon transitions and stack is empty, then we can reach to that QF. So QF here, final state or accepting state. Q naught, A. In this decision steps, we can go for moving into that state Q1 with epsilon. So there is a transition from Q1 to epsilon. See. Q1, Q naught, A comma A, that is A epsilon. Q naught, B, that is called B epsilon. Then we have transition from Q naught to Q1. There is a transition from Q naught to Q1. So this is what we are done here. From this Q naught, if you have A and stack is also A, then we can go for this Q1. Likewise, if you have a B, then we may go for Q1. So Q1, BB means from the state Q1. This is from the state Q1. B is an input and stack that contains the B. Then there is a transition. We can move that with the epsilons. Okay. And likewise, Q1, A comma A, we may get Q1 comma epsilon. So the stack is always in the epsilons. And finally, it is reached to the Z. Z is the bottom of the stack. And there is no input on Q1, then we may reach to that QF final state. So we may understand this, what is that non-deterministic push-down automata, how it will be executed for the given input strings language, that is a W power R. Likewise, in next video sessions, we are going to see some more with the examples of non-deterministic push-down automata and this push-down deterministic push-down automata. Whatever the previous video session, what we have seen, that and all these push-down automatas, I mean deterministic push-down automatas. So this one is examples for the non-deterministic push-down automata. So I thank you all for watching this video. We'll see the next videos in these upcoming sessions. Thank you. Thank you all.